A porno DVD, extremely rare in prison. But guess what? Your boy had one. Wait till I tell you. Hey, what's up guys? My name's JC. I am Wrong to Strong. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss no shenanigans. Leave a comment, thumbs up, thumbs down, it doesn't matter, just leave something. If you are part of my Wrong to Strong crew, what's up raza? Chilling like a villain. Súbanse la Suburban, put some gas in it. Because today we're going to talk about some prison stories. Yeah. Porn in prison. People don't realize that porn is the most valuable commodity in prison. It's not tobacco. It's not drugs. It's not alcohol. It's none of those things. It is porn. Why? Because a lot of people don't get high. A lot of people don't smoke. A lot of people don't like to drink. But what every inmate does like to do, yes, release. Whether it's out of loneliness, out of horniness, or just plain boredom, it's something that happens in prison a lot. And there is no way around it. It is very, very highly sought out in prison. The most common form of porn that circulates in the prison is old photocopy magazines. They last a very long time, and they do what they have to do to hide them through shakedowns and everything, because it is something that is necessary in there, and it also, you know, it actually brings a pretty good amount of money in to the person that's hustling it. You know, a magazine can go from $200 to $500 a piece, and if they start cutting pages off the magazine, they go for about $20 a piece, and then, you know, quickly they start making copies, and next thing you know, it is, you know, flooded with that same girl all over the prison. Yeah. Well, a porn DVD is extremely rare in prison, but can bring in several hundreds of dollars to the person that smuggled it in. Several $100s. I made up to $700 a day sometimes with a DVD. Phones with downloads of porno videos are also sold for about $500 to $1,000. Yeah. So I hit this yard, and you know, there was a DVD with three porno movies on it on the yard, and my boy owned it. He would rent it out for 2 hours for $5 of stamps. It was always rented. It was always out. It was always making money. It was always on the move from one unit to another unit to another unit. It was just back and forth. One day I decided to just, you know, rent it. And you know, in prison, there's a protocol that you go through in order for, you know, your cellmate to know that, you know, you're either using the bathroom or you're going to take care of business. Pretty much what it is you put your towel over your door so the guard or inmates can't see through the window. So that's what you do. Usually if you have the towel up, If the guard is making his run and he's walking, he'll usually tap on your door and tell you, take the towel down, and he'll finish his walk. Gives you enough time because obviously he knows you're taking a shit. And these are on the higher yards. On the higher yards, a lot of the guards give you the respect that you deserve because they know that they're not dealing just with like chump change ass motherfuckers. You know what I mean? You go to a minimum yard, there's not even no privacy. The guards can see you taking a crap and all that stuff. So it's really hard, to take care of business. You gotta do it in the shower. But you put the towel up and you take care of business. Everybody does it. Everybody has that urge in prison. So I got the DVD. I had been a minute, so I went crazy. I went into town like crazy, and then I rented it actually for the whole day, and then the next day I got it again. my cellie was pissed the fuck off because I wasn't even coming out of the cell. I wasn't going to the yard. I was doing nothing but jerking off day and night. Oh shit. Anyway, something happened where that crack cocaine law kicked in, and my boy got kicked out, like immediate release. He had already been down for like 20 plus years. He got immediate release, so he told me to keep the DVD. I'm not gonna lie, for a straight month I did nothing but jerk off. And I wasn't working out, I wasn't hanging out with the guys, I wasn't doing nothing. It got to the point where I actually had to sell the DVD and get rid of it because I was actually getting ready to almost come home. I was a year to the door. So like I had to get rid of it, be done with it, and that was it. But everybody that knows me from that yard, could not stop laughing because I completely disappeared. Some people even thought that I had got released because I wasn't even coming out, but that's the thing is that you'll see copies in there, even black and white, even magazines from like the 70s that have been in the system just as long as inmates have been in there, that are so well taken care of. They'll put tape on them to the point where they're completely protected. A lot of them cover them with plastic and stuff like that because they take them into the shower with them because that's the only time to be able to, feel like you're making love with warm water. And that's the thing, man, is that a lot of people think that, drugs and alcohol and smokes is like this really highly, inmates want it because there's a lot of inmates that are actually, obviously drug addicts, alcoholics, cigarette smokers, all that stuff. But the one thing that everybody wants in there, everybody, is porn, magazines, pictures, and it's so strict in the American prisons. It is so strict that you get more time for porn magazines. You get sent to the SAG for it. You get a lot of stuff. Your store taken away. It is very, very. I don't know why. Because when I was in Mexico, actually, Mexico gives you conjugal visits with your wife or your girlfriend. You're allowed to have sex with the women that come in to see you on visitation days. It was Thursdays and Tuesdays where I was at in Mexico. But they push the whole sex thing so that way they keep, rape and all that to a minimum inside the prison. And it actually works because there's nothing going on that has to do with that. In the American prisons, I seen there's a lot of sex behind doors, they call it, rape and all that stuff, mischievous stuff that has to do with sexual stuff. For example, if you guys have never heard of the term sniper, Sniper is a guy that is known in the federal prison system as the guy that makes holes in his pocket and his pants and jerks off looking at the female guards. When they get caught, they sew their pockets together, and they can't have pockets in none of their stuff. They can't have pockets in their uniform. They can't have pockets in their jogging pants. None of that stuff, because that's what they do. Some of them even go to the extreme of making fake hands, and when they're wearing their jacket, they're actually sliding their hand down their pants and they're jerking off looking at the lady guards. It's pretty fucking crazy. And I've seen a lot of dudes get their wig split for doing it, like in the chow hall, even in church, because I think to the point where you're completely taking all that out, it makes a lot of these people sick in the head that, want sexual contact. It is what it is, man. I've seen some of the oldest magazines in there, some of the stuff that these inmates do in order to be able to keep them and not get taken away through shakedowns and all that stuff. They go to extreme measurements of, stashing, hiding, all kinds of stuff, and it's crazy because I think in my eyes they should be allowed to, look at something like that once in a while and be able to, whatever it is that you need to do. But, hopefully, things change and, there's a better system and a better way of doing things and dealing with these inmates, obviously, to get them ready to actually function in society instead of expecting them to come back. My biggest thing is sharing all these experience, so I catch somebody before they even go in and they see my video, and maybe I plant the seed so they don't make the mistake of spending 17 years in there like I did, because at the end of the day, man, time is priceless. You'll never get it back. And my mistakes led me to lose all those years. So now I do this work. Hopefully I entertain you, you get a couple laughs, you learn, and you say, I don't want to make those mistakes. With that, my name's JC. I am Wrong Strong. This was Prison Porn. Keep it real, guys. Hey, don't judge nobody, stay in your lane, live savage, and remember, you only have one life to live. But if you live it right, one life is all you need. Stay your ass out of prison.